this one wants to be going down. There we go. Yeah, alright. 5/8 worked. Just gotta use your mental and tell it, you know it's about to break. You know it. Alright, Mike, I'm back. I'm gonna take these oil cooler lines out. I already took them off the radiator. Well, I took the radiator out because these are leaking. They're notoriously known for leaking, I believe. Every time I look at them, I see oil all around them, especially down there. Might be from some other places, but hey, we're fixing things one at a time here. So I think I could buy a small block Chevy SBC adapter for the oil for my LT1 here, or I could grab one out of pick and pull from a civilian Caprice, or like a 4.3, or one without the oil cooler. This is slightly different for the F bodies. I believe they have a coolant line that runs to the radiator from the water pump, and you have to block that off. My setup came out of an Impala, and it's in a Caprice now, 79 Caprice, but anyway, this is a 95 motor, so it's a B body motor, and I don't have to worry about any of that stuff for my water pump. I'm gonna have to get in there and take that's for a different job. I'm gonna flush the motor out too. So I'm gonna take the knock sensors out at some point. So yeah, one thing's connected to the other, you know, knee bone, shin bone, all that. All right, it's a LT1. I just want it to be a regular car that runs. That's why I'm taking these oil cooler lines off, because that's just a liability. It's already leaking, and it's just straight liability. Like, I just wanted a fuel injected Caprice. You know, I used to have a 305. Not in this one, but I had a 305 Caprice before, and I was like, I'm never gonna do that again. I'm gonna have to take this oil filter off, and those are some Allen wrenches. I'm gonna break out the socket attachment with my Allen wrenches, so we don't have any type of funny business. I don't know what the deal is with this. I feel like it's pretty nasty. I don't know what's going on here. I'd rather not mess with this one. I think but it's gonna have to come off because it's in the way. Same with this O2 sensor. I got a bunch of junk on me. O2 sensor comes off. Yeah, you might want to wear, oh, okay, I see. I can get up in there with a little screwdriver. This job might require some goggles. Maybe you push it in. That would be nice, but no. Get real up close. Look at this thing, cause it sucks. Definitely have some eye protection on, because guess what? It's gonna go in and it's gonna get around the glasses anyway. Yeah. Get all this oil crap out of my face. This is why I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it, even though this all probably came from my OptiSpark. And that, I might as well disconnect that now, since I got to do that. I feel like you just squeeze it together, but I can't reach it. There it is.
Now I probably got this even more in my face. Let's get that all out of my area right now. God, those are nasty. They probably need to take a dip in some cleaning solution or something. All right. Now, I believe we take this oil filter off, hopefully. I mean, it should, I guess, leak a little bit out of the top. But that should be it. That's some black oil from not even... I barely ran the car and it's like super black. I guess it had some type of issue. Yeah, I think we were running on like... I was running on a few cylinders less than I should have been. So... nasty. Now we gotta get under here. At least that one for sure. That looks like it's... that might be part of the problem of... I don't know. It's kind of screwed on. Didn't know you could screw on any of that. That's holding it. No matter how I do light, you still can't see. But there it is, a greasy bolt coming off. And I'll probably have one more. Yeah, if I can reach the next one with an extension, I'm getting my impact wrench out, because there's no reason to sit here in this grease going back and forth, you know, when you can just zip it off. I could have used like a wobbly or something and got it, but you know, if I was smart. If I was smart, y'all. Oh, that's pretty nasty. Well, I'm not gonna need to put that back on. I don't believe. I probably will, just so it's there if anyone ever wants to hook it back up. But I don't think I will, personally. Yep. What else is holding that? I don't think anything else is holding that. Really? Just one clamp, I guess. I guess now we are looking at... I don't think there's a bolt on the inside there. We're just looking at these two Allen wrenches, I believe. And everything should come out. All right, here we go. I got the impact driver. And I got 1/4 quarter. All right, I think that's gonna get up there. I'm not sure though. Might be too much. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do this quick so I don't get this in my face. It's not really needed. Make sure I get it in there good, and that's why I did it, right? Hopefully you guys can see. Who needs this dripping in their face? One Allen wrench down, Allen bolt down. Oh yeah, I could have used the ear protection. And we're dripping more. I guess that's to be expected. And there's some dripping going on. And there's some O-rings flying at me. Got more oil coming off me here than I was expecting. That's alright. That's what we got the rag here for. Dirty clothes. Kind of knew it was going down. Got the cardboard. There's the O-ring. Might have to reuse that. That look to be good still. And I'm trying to retrieve my bolt piece. That is just gonna drain in there and have some cardboard under here, have a rag, and be ready to get a little bit oiled up. All right, gotta stay oiled up, y'all. All right, now this whole line's coming out. It's gonna be its own nastiness. Probably should have some type of area for this thing to go to, but I don't really. Just gonna try to pull it out. Don't know if it's possible. Maybe I gotta go the other way. Let's go down and look. Oh, can't see anything from there, huh? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go this way. Let's get my new wires all nice and nasty. All right. Oh yeah, let that drip. Let it drip. I think that it'll go out. And down. Yeah, it will. Oh, knocked over my filter. This is a real-time experience for y'all. Come dirty for this one. If I had known that I was gonna do this right now, I would have done this before I put my plug wires on. And I'm just back here trying to tilt this thing and empty it. I think it's empty now. I mean, even if we, well, I was gonna say if you're gonna change the lines or something, it might be worth it to just take the whole unit out, but probably not. You probably want to avoid messing with this thing if you can, unless you're removing it. Because, you know, imagine this being the reason why your car ran out of oil somewhere, you know. You'd be like, great cooler, you know. Just see, this is why I said I would have changed my lines afterwards, because it already was like, give me your new lines. Like, nah, man, nah. But anyway, that's how it goes, you know. If I get a pair of shoes, I immediately scuff them. If I paint a car, immediately you get a scratch. So what's the point? Yeah, get out of here. Oh, see? Y'all thought I was tripping with that cardboard, huh? Oh, yeah. Very nut time. Let me bring that out for the people to see. That's what we got. Get out of there. And it was leaking. That's my guess. My guess is it was leaking. It's pretty nasty. It was leaking from the back, or nah, and it wasn't the oil filter. It was leaking from up top or something. Had a leak coming and it didn't belong back there. And they say that this is really not needed. And I know that because definitely in this car I don't really need it. Like I'm saying, I'm not trying to be a race car or anything. I'm just trying to have a car that I can drive reliably. It's an old school that actually has fuel injection. And this was done like before the LS's. Like there were LS's when I bought it, but this car already had this motor in it when I bought it. I bought it like this. So yeah, I mean these days it would have an LS, but this one has an LT1. That's what I wanted back in the day. I was like, just put an LT1 in the old school Caprice and you're good. They belong with each other, you know. So I think you guys could probably see this is right in front of my face. That's where we're either gonna go to pick and pull, and I'm gonna grab this off a pick and pull car, or I'm gonna buy an adapter and buy a different type of filter. Like I should be able to put a filter that fits right up on there now once I have an adapter, and the adapter should just screw in. We'll have to do some research, but I believe that's what it is. Those are the two screws right there. So I think an adapter would just come with two different screws, obviously ones that weren't that long. And I'll probably just buy a different oil filter, or I'll get this same setup from a Caprice. But even if I get this setup from a civilian Caprice, I believe it's gonna still have this adapter right here. I don't know what it's gonna look like off a civilian Caprice, so I'll have to go check it out. But if it's like this and just doesn't have the lines, I don't really want that, because that's another place for it to leak right here, and that's where I believe it was leaking from. I'd rather probably get an adapter and just have the seal be right at the, you know, right at the oil filter, right where this seal was. Where this sealed, that's where I want my oil filter to seal, and then inside it'll be the adapter. So I think they're about 15 or 20 bucks. So now that that's out of the way, hey, I could do another job now. All right, Mike, I'm back. What's up with everyone? I'm gonna do this finish the oil cooler line job here. So now on my LT1, I'm installing this small block Chevy adapter, which you can find pretty easily. It's pretty much everywhere. I got this one off eBay for $15, and it came with these bolts. And I got this Wix air oil filter 51069. The Fram was like a PF30 or PH30, I forget what one they use, but it's a PH30, and the Delco is like a PF454, but it was small, so maybe it's good if you're trying to avoid some headers or something. This one I just wanted more oil, so it screws on to this adapter. All right, and you bolt this adapter. You bolt the adapter up to where this used to be. I don't want to touch it. This goes right up, you see, right where this bolted to. And I'm gonna put some oil in this in a second, but just want to make sure. So we'll do one part at a time here, make sure we get it right. There's already like a gasket in here, maybe. I can't really tell. So I'm just gonna leave Some people put a gasket in, and other people will say you don't need it. I don't know what that old piece is. That old piece has to be affiliated with the old system. If it doesn't fit with this one, I think I might get rid of it. I'm trying to see which way this, I think that goes like that. If it goes like that, I might leave it. If it leaks oil, it's just gonna leak oil into, oh, my glasses got a little fogged up. I guess I don't need them. Probably something hit me right now. I don't know if that's a gasket or not. You know what I'm saying? I can't really tell. I think it is like a gasket that's just super in there. I'm not mad at it if it wants to stay, but at the same time it might start leaking. No, I think that might help. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it, and if I gotta come back, then I gotta come back. But if it leaks oil, it should just leak oil into, here anyway. But I did have a leak from up there. It could be caused by something like that. I don't really know. Let's just give it a try. I'll take the gasket if it's there and it works. And if not, it's not anything to go back. All right, that fits through. Just making sure. All right, now that looks like a 13. We just need this. Okay, according to how I'm looking at it, it should just go up there like this. We'll see. I don't know. I'll see how I feel about this. Maybe I'll thread it with my fingers. It might be, I don't know, these bolts might not work in here. It might need, there were some people selling it with the Allen wrench head that was a little rounded, so maybe I'll see why, but I think we should be all right. So I'm just gonna put it in by hand. Make sure I get this lined up correctly. So yeah, that looks like it fits. I don't think you want to tighten this too hard. I feel like I heard about people breaking them, and that's no good. I don't know how hard I should go. I feel like that's good enough. Because, you know, it's right at the corner. And, yeah, I think that's on there. It's not going anywhere. Let's do the old in-arm test. That's pretty good. It's like with my thumb in this going. I'm not using a forearm, but I think that's pretty tight. All right. Well, if it leaks again, then I'll know where my problem is, maybe, unless it's a whole new problem. But now I don't have the, you want to pour it in there. I got the filter that goes straight up, so no reason not to fill it up. And Put a little oil on the seal. Fill it on up. All right, and let me show you the old oil filter while I'm at it, just for comparison. This was the old size. All right, this is a new, the one that all the small blocks have, most of them. All right, let's put it in now, and I can use my oil filter wrench again. It'll fit this one, so, but I won't use it to tighten it. It should just spin right on, and hopefully it goes right up to the block and seal. And it looks like it does. All right, so no more of those cooler lines. I think it's a good modification because they're more like cool, warmer, you know, oil warmer lines. If you're like a police car, like a 9C1 police car, and you're running all day, I could see, okay, maybe, or I don't know, something for racing or something. I don't know, but I don't think it's just more of a hassle. It's more stuff for GM to be able to fix those lines. They go bad, you know. And then imagine if that was your problem, like the reason your car cut out and ran out of oil and blew a motor somewhere was because one of your oil cooler lines started leaking or something, you know. It's just extra that's not needed. Maybe you want it, that's cool if you want it, but to me it cleans up the engine bay compartment, you know, one less thing to leak. It's just gonna be more reliable. Getting the LT1 more reliable, that's like, wow, how can you even do it? Just that OptiSpark. We'll deal with that. That's why I'm putting all this back together. So just because that OptiSpark, now I could probably route these nasty lines. Glasses are needed for this. Let's see where the nasty lines go. They must go. They go through there or something. Forget exactly. No, they must go closer to the block. They probably sit up in that thing, huh? That holder. I was wondering what that was for. They sure weren't in there. I was almost gonna take it off. Good thing I didn't, I guess. Oh wow, that's what they're for. That must be it. So my glasses are fogged up again. But there's that knock sensor right there. And there's probably a oil, some type of oil sensor. I should probably cut that off or wrap it up. Or put a new tape on there. That's pretty ancient. And O2 sensor. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good, looks good. Now Yeah, there's nothing leaking from down here. Did my oil cooler line bypass.